Chimigwech, we sema, a kwe, miskowa tenene, and this nekas, Babski Maingan, do dame, naning ni mide, gay, Knebik minis and dunji. I say many do Kimishomisanan, I get Chimigwech, a sema. I say many do Hodu Tapanan, a sema, Nangam Gijik. We 2021 MIYAA Awards. I want to say miigwech for the awards that are taking place and to ask our Creator to watch over all of us, especially those who are receiving their awards tonight. Watch over and clear a good road for each one of them to achieve all of the things that they are trying to do. We ask for a good life for all of those ones, and we think about all of those who have created this gathering and ask for life, new life, and healing for all of them, Grandfather. We ask that we might remember our elders at this time. We might remember those who are sick and in need, and those who are in hunger, those who are in need of shelter. I ask, Grandfather, that you pity all of them. In this good way, we think about today and all of the things that we are set out to do. We ask that we might do them in a good way, Grandfather, and that all of these young people who are being given awards will find that goodness in life and be able to carry that forward for a long time. Miigwech. Thank you. Miigwech, miigwech, Manitoba. Miigwech, miigwech, Manitoba. Miigwech, miigwech, Manitoba. Miigwech, miigwech, Manitoba. Miigwech, miigwech, Manitoba.
Miigwech to Elder Dan Thomas for the opening prayer and victory song to open up our event. MIYAA would like to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 1 territory, homeland of the Red River Métis, and the ancestral lands of the Anishinaabe, Ininiwak, Anisiniwak, Dakota, Dene, and Inuit. My name is Helen Robinson Satie, and I'm one of the co-chairs for the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards.
Good evening. My name is Darlene Daniels, and I'm another one of the co-chairs for the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards. The MIYAA Planning Committee understands that one of the large benefits of our annual awards gala is that in-person gathering and celebrations. However, given the continuing COVID-19 pandemic and the variance of concerns, we would still like to provide an opportunity for Indigenous youth to gather and celebrate virtually for a second year. We felt it was important to come together again this year for the MIYAA 2021, even if it's virtual, to honor and celebrate youth, as it will be given some time before we are able to gather again in large crowds. The MIYAA Planning Committee has decided to proceed with 3 virtual award celebrations to honor the MIYAA 2021 recipients. And we are also happy to announce that our host for the MIYAA 21 is Pema Trail School Division.
Before we introduce the MIYAA MCs, we want to thank many people who made this event possible. Kichimigwech to the scholarship sponsors who have generously provided a scholarship for $1,000 or in some categories, 2 scholarships for $2,000. In addition, sponsors are also giving a star blanket to the recipients and a beaded medallion. These scholarships go a long way to help Indigenous youth as they continue their studies. The sponsors are Manitoba Hydro, Louis Riel Institute, Daniel's Family, New Directions, Workers' Compensation Board of Manitoba, University of Winnipeg, Wawanesa Insurance, Manitoba Healthcare Providers Network, Royal Bank of Canada, Red River College Polytech, the James Golick Grant, and Manitoba Indigenous Reconciliation and Northern Relations.
Community sponsors, Manitoba Building Trades, Manitoba Indigenous Reconciliation and Northern Relations, School Divisions, Pembina Trail School Division, River East Transcona School Division, Winnipeg School Division, and Louis Riel School Division.
The MIYAA Committee, Elder Myra Laramie for her guidance, Elder Dan Thomas for his guidance, beautiful songs and prayers, Lisa Bowles, Kelly Weeb, Shauna Nagler, Jason Drysdale, Leanne Smith, Rob Rial, Michelle Goujon, Jennifer Hume, Billy Joe Cross, Sean Oliver, Sharon Paranto.
Others that made the event with their artistry, Veldine Flatfoot, the MIYAA medallions, Opiki Waywin, the MIYAA blankets, Yu Tong, web designer, Manitoba Education and Early Childhood Learning, Pembina Trail School Division IT Department, River East Transcona Indigenous Graduation Coach Program, Winnipeg School Division Indigenous Graduation Coach Program, Sherry Domenko from Planners Plus.
Masters of Ceremonies, Miigwech for being the inaugural MCs for these virtual events. Our first MC is Robin Chow, who is the recipient for the 2020 MIYAA Community Volunteerism Junior Award. Robin was student council president and valedictorian at her high school, Dakota Collegiate. Last year, she played a role in the U of M Society of Earth Science and Environmental Studies Council and recently worked with the Manitoba Métis Federation in their Energy, Infrastructure and Resource Department. She's a 19-year-old Métis student from Winnipeg, Manitoba, with a passion for environmental sustainability and is currently majoring in marketing at Red River College Polytech. Robin hopes to inspire youth to find interest in our natural environment and help create change for our future. The second MC is Weston Sutherland, who was the 2020 Cultural Mail recipient.
Weston is a 21-year-old and originally from Peguis, Manitoba, but currently living in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Weston is very passionate about language and culture, and he works hard to revitalize his language, which is Ojibwe. He began serious learning in 2015 and did know some words and phrases growing up. Some of the work he is doing is translating cartoons and other media into Anishinaabe Mowin. He finds it awesome to do language work for his people, his friends, and his family. He's always hoped that his work would inspire other communities and cultures to take on a similar approach to language revitalization because it is such a fun way to teach and preserve language. He is also very proud of all the Indigenous youth for making difference in our world and for being just overall inspiring. He feels little steps go a long way in the end, and it is very honored to be one of the MCs for this year's MIYAA. Please welcome Robin and Weston, your 2021 virtual MCs.
Thank you, Darlene and Helen, for the introduction. It is an honor for us to be your MCs for the 2021 Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards to honor this year's recipients. As you heard from Darlene and Helen, there will be 3 virtual award celebrations to honor MIYAA 2021 recipients due to the COVID pandemic. The 3 award celebrations will take place in February, March 8th, and April 6th. It's great to have so many people on this virtual platform to support and honor Indigenous youth through these awards.
One of the goals of the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards is to honor Indigenous youth from Manitoba in the areas of academics, arts, athletics, business entrepreneurship, community volunteerism, culture, personal achievement, traditional employment, health, women in technology awards. Another goal is to provide scholarships through the generosity of many sponsors, which will provide Indigenous youth to pursue dreams and prepare for the future. We know how much financial support can help youth as they pursue their studies. Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards have also created positive role models for Indigenous youth. Past recipients are members of the organizing committee. As MCs, we are also past recipients. The MIYAA Facebook page also highlights some positive role models sharing their experiences since they were honored with an award.
Before we begin the awards ceremony, a video recording of representatives from Pembina Trails Selection Committee, Selena Starling, Grace Little, Anderson Green, and Dawson Andrews will share information on the nomination and selection process for this year's recipients. Please watch this video, and thank you to the 2021 Selection Committee and to Pembina Trails School Division for your support.
Oh, it's so inspiring because seeing like children my own age getting to do all these amazing opportunities and putting themselves out there in the world and showcasing what they have done and what they're willing to do in their future. I aspire to do that. So seeing all of these other like kids like me, Indigenous, and some of them in foster care, like that's my story too. And so it's so inspiring and uplifting to see all of these amazing kids doing this.
These awards could, for a person, they could, when they get this award, they could use it on their resume, for example, and they could boost their leadership skills as a person. And they could expand what the potential they have as a person. They could expand it and become a leader to the communities, to reserves, to the whole Indigenous community. They could inspire kids to be like them and prove that not all Indigenous people are about gang violence and drugs and alcohol.
It's so inspiring to me. I didn't even know at first that these awards were a thing. And now that I've seen all of these like excellent students achieving high grades and like being active in their communities, I really want to go and try and get myself nominated. I'd like to raise my grades and like get included in extracurriculars at school. And it even makes me want to become more connected with my own Indigenous culture.
It does feel inspiring. It makes me feel like the Indigenous community is still growing.
It's important for even younger kids to see youths like them like achieve all of these awards, and even if they don't win the awards, then be nominated and strive for greater things. And yeah, it's really important for younger kids and for older people too, to see all of these youths achieve what they might have not been able to.
Some of them I could relate on a personal level. I could relate to them, and that some people in this world that you could relate to, they have similar pain and passion in this world, has similar interests, that we shouldn't really judge people without knowing the story.
Because I think it's great for youth to get their voices out there, and especially Indigenous youth, because our voices aren't really heard. So by doing these awards, these children get to put their voices out in the world and say, hey, look at what these Indigenous youth are doing. Instead of having a bad reputation, they're actually showcasing everything they've been doing right.
The next item on the program is what we look forward to each year, the awards ceremony. Gifts presented to the award recipient are a star blanket and a beaded medallion. Traditionally, past recipients presented the award recipient with the star blanket and a medallion. This year, because we are in the homes of recipients, someone from their bubble will present the blanket, medallion, and scholarship. In addition, Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Award recipients will receive a $1,000 scholarship. Each scholarship sponsor have pre-recorded a message to the recipient. MIYAA is grateful to all the scholarship sponsors for their generosity.
This evening, we will be honoring recipients for the Academic Senior and Junior category, Athletic 1 and 2 awards, Community and Volunteerism Senior and Junior, and Cultural Male and Female. The first award category is Academic Senior and Junior. Manitoba Hydro is proud to be able to present 2 awards this year in memory of Elder Frank Wesley. Elder Frank Wesley worked for the improvement of his community's quality of life at all levels of Aboriginal and Canadian governments. He was particularly active with grassroots and youth organizations, and despite his continual battle with health problems, he remained committed to his family, his people, and to society in general. Elder Wesley left a lasting impression with all he touched. His love and support for youth was, and still is, immeasurable. Manitoba Hydro recognizes the importance of supporting Aboriginal youth in their pursuit of education. Education represents a number of things to the world today: opportunity for self-awareness, opportunity for self-fulfillment, positive relationship building, and prepares one to meet the needs and expectations of what society holds for them into the future. Julie Delorier from Recruitment and Diversity for Manitoba Hydro will be sharing a message to the Frank Wesley Awards for academic junior and senior recipients.
The Academic Senior Frank Wesley Award is presented to an individual who has achieved academic excellence in post-secondary education or in a training institution. This year's recipient is Talon Sparks from the Métis Nation, nominated by Peter Pomart, Indigenous Business Education Partners, University of Manitoba.
The first category is Academic Senior, and the recipient is Talon Sparks. Talon is a 20-year-old Métis person from St. Eustache and was nominated by Peter Pomart of the Indigenous Business Education Partners at the U of M. Talon achieved an average of 92% across his entire high school career. He has earned an impressive GPA of 4.09 in actuarial mathematics, which is the most difficult and challenging major in the commerce program. Talon is also a valuable member of the U of M's Bison track and field team. His goal is to be a role model by continuing to be active in the track and field community. Talon volunteers over 100 hours with Coats for Kids, Silo Mission, and at track and field practices. Talon says, "I believe that no matter how successful a person is, you must use your time to help others." Congratulations, Talon.
Hello from Manitoba Hydro. My name is Julie Delorier, and I wanted to send you a virtual message to Talon Sparks, congratulating you as a recipient of the Manitoba Aboriginal Youth Achievement Awards. We are happy to present you with the Academic Senior Award, and you are more than well deserving with your academics at the U of M in the Asper School of Business, your high GPA, your involvement with track and field, and all of your volunteer work. So keep up the great work. Congratulations again from Manitoba Hydro, and we hope to meet you in person down the road.
Hello, I'm Talon. I'm grateful to have been selected to receive the Academic Senior Award, and I'm honored to have my work recognized in this way by the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards. I've certainly worked hard to achieve my goals, spending many hours studying every day, but the people around me have also played a large role in my success thus far. I'd like to thank my family for their support throughout my academic journey. I would also like to thank the great people at Indigenous Business Education Partners, especially Peter, Riley, and MIYAA, for their continued support and guidance throughout the last few years, and for nominating me for this award. I truly couldn't have done as well as I have without being surrounded by amazing and supportive people. Thank you also to the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards for offering recognition to Indigenous youth for their accomplishments every year. Lastly, thank you to Manitoba Hydro for sponsoring this award, among many others. I will continue my efforts to obtain my Bachelor of Commerce and look forward to success in the actuarial field in the future. I hope that I can serve as an inspiration and positive role model to others in our community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Talon, for your speech. And now to our next award.
The Academic Junior Frank Wesley Award is presented to an individual who has achieved academic excellence in high school. This year's recipient is Natalie Ketchaway from Dakota Teepee and Black River First Nations, nominated by Jeremy L. Haynes, Winnipeg School Division.
The next category is Academic Junior, and the recipient is Natalie Catchaway. Natalie is 16 years old, and she is a Dakota and Anishinaabe woman. She comes from Dakota Teepee and Black River First Nation. She was nominated by Jeremy Haynes from the Winnipeg School Division. Natalie is a high-achieving, goal-driven student who balances extracurricular activities with obtaining high marks. Last year, she maintained an overall 92.4% in her final marks at St. John's High School. Natalie is passionate about both English language and science. She excels in student leadership by collaboration, communication, creativity, and that is apparent in her many extracurricular activities. Natalie has been accepted into the Winnipeg School Division's Build From Within program with the long-term goal to become an English high school teacher. Natalie says, "The strength the Creator has given us and our people is unlike any other. So do what's right and break the stereotypes." Congratulations, Natalie.
Hello from Manitoba Hydro. My name is Julie Delorier, and I'm happy to be here to congratulate Natalie Ketchaway for your award as the Manitoba Aboriginal Youth Achievement Academic Junior. Congratulations on this award and all of the work that's gone into getting you here today. It's apparent that you are very focused on your academics. You have a goal to go into education, and of course, you've contributed to the community through your extracurricular activities and your support for Indigenous education and understanding. So congratulations from us at Manitoba Hydro. We hope to meet you in person sometime real soon.
Hello everyone, I am Natalie Catchaway and I come from Black River First Nation. Being here is an astonishing achievement for me. It's a little bit tricky putting into words, but I'm beyond grateful for receiving an award here at Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards. Being a First Nations girl, I felt like these were tricky to achieve, but I'm proud to prove myself wrong. I've always been big on poetry and reading books, so I'm over the moon knowing all the hard work had paid off. For centuries, Indigenous people have been stereotyped and put down by people who thought less of us than equal. I'm happy there are award ceremonies that celebrate Indigenous youth because it's crucial to recognize how robust the Indigenous youth is. Thank you, Manitoba Hydro, for being the companies that believe in Indigenous youth. Thank you for considering my dreams and abilities as an Indigenous girl with huge aspirations. Big corporations like Manitoba Hydro give my community opportunities to continue to break the stereotypes surrounding First Nations people, which is a massive step. I want to thank my cuckoo for being my #1 supporter through my journey as of my education, and she always provides the best bannock. I also want to thank the teachers at St. John's High School for pushing me to success and always believing me, especially Mr. Haynes, who offered to submit me here for this award. I also thank my parents for being my beloved supporters who always picked me up when I fell. I want to thank my arms for putting my thoughts on the paper, thank my legs for taking me to great heights. I thank my mind for being imaginal and logical. I appreciate my heart for taking on challenges and being tough. I thank the Creator for giving me the strength and courage to face harsh reality of life. I also thank the friend group I grew up with during high school. Those kids have the brain of Einstein and provide the best advice when things got complicated. Lastly, I want to thank the group who put this together, this entire ceremony. The work you do will continue to inspire the Indigenous youth of tomorrow. Everyone here is deserving and capable of achieving amazing things like these, and I wish you all well in your journeys through life. Miigwech.
Thank you, Natalie, for your speech. And now to our next award.
The next award category is Athletic Award 1 and Athletic Award 2. Sharon Parento, Executive Director of the Louis Riel Institute, will share a message to the recipient for the Athletic 1 Award.
The 2 athletic awards are presented to 2 individuals between the ages of 16 and 24 who have achieved excellence in an individual or team athletic activity. The Athletic 1 Award goes to Dawson Andrews from Dakota Teepee First Nation and Winnipeg, nominated by Troy Scott and Oak Park Teachers Pembina Trail School Division.
The first recipient is Dawson Andrews. Dawson is 15 years old and from Dakota TP First Nation and Winnipeg, Manitoba. He was nominated by Troy Scott and the Oak Park teachers. Dawson is a dedicated student who achieves well academically and has an excellent attendance while being involved in time-consuming athletic activities. Dawson is described as a compassionate person who is grounded in knowledge and history that sounds genuine concern for others. Dawson is an outstanding defensive end for Oak Park Collegiate Raiders football team, who had perfect attendance at practice throughout the year and who also spoke eloquently to his teammates about privilege and responsibility while leading by example. Dawson says, "I want to lead by example now and in the future. My family and I are always giving back to our community of the Dakota First Nation, and I would love to start doing the same around my community here in Winnipeg. I think of those voices in the back of my head and I tell myself to prove them wrong. I would say to other Indigenous kids my age to prove them wrong, get rid of our stereotypes and become leaders for our people." Congratulations, Dawson.
On behalf of the Louis Riel Institute, I am pleased to present the award for athletics to Dawson Andrews. My name is Sharon Peranto and I'm the General Manager of Louis Riel Institute. Louis Riel Institute is the culture and education arm of the Manitoba Métis Federation. As an educator, I know how valuable sports can be in a young person's life. Sports teach focus, teamwork skills, and instill positive energy. I am pleased to be recognizing Dawson, who's a football player at Oak Park and very committed to his team while still being a great student. Way to go, Dawson.
Hello, I'd like to say thank you for my nominees, Louis Riel Institute, and my nominee for being nominated by Troy Scott and my teachers. I'd like to say thank you to the MIYAA Awards for setting this whole thing up for everyone to see and enjoy. Growing up, I always felt like I was a slow, unathletic boy, and I was always told that I was. And then as I grew older, I started working out and I started to prove everyone wrong. One summer I came back and I grew up 6 inches and I put on a bunch of muscle and I proved everyone wrong. Seeing their faces walking down the hall, it's just another feeling that you never get. Sports has always been there for me no matter what. Last year, my older brother Preston died due to a drug overdose and I felt so lonely in this world. When I had nobody, a football coach called Mr. Nixon came up to me one day in class and asked if I would like to join the team. I accepted his offer, and if without football, I probably wouldn't be here today. He came to me, and I learned through acceptance that through my brother's death, I learned not to regret anything no more. I regretted that I didn't get closer to him, and I miss him every day. Anyways, sorry, I guess I haven't fully moved on. But through football, I felt like I found a home. With my teammates, I was loved all around. Even though some of them can act stupid sometimes, I love all those guys with my heart. I'd like to say thank you to them for having my back. Every time I was going on a fight on the field, they always had my back, and they always got between us in the fight, so nothing would have happened. I could say a special thanks to my mom and my partner, Alyssa, I guess, for always being there for me. Every time I felt like giving up, they always told me not to give up, and they always told me to get back up on my feet. Because if I gave up, what would that make myself, and what would that tell other people about us? I'd like to thank the Louis Riel Institute again for giving me this opportunity. I'd like to say Coach Nixon and Mr. Olson at Oak Park Raiders football. I also like to thank all the teachers who always gave me support in education, as I'm not the smartest or brightest guy. I'd like to say thank you again for the MIYAA Awards for having me here and selecting me as a nominee.
The second athletic award recipient for 2021 is Jose Munoz, Anishinaabe from Hollow Water First Nation, nominated by Shane Bostrom, Winnipeg School Division.
The second recipient of the athletic award is Jazzy Monias. Jazzy is a 17-year-old Anishinaabe from Hollowwater First Nation. She was nominated by Shane Bostrom of the Winnipeg School Division. Jazzy is an accomplished athlete, having made Team Manitoba's 16U female basketball team for the North American Indigenous Games in 2020, and has been on the honor roll every term. Jazzy has won numerous awards throughout her school career, including Athlete of the Year, MVP for cross country, slow pitch, junior varsity basketball, and badminton, as well as many Player of the Game and Tournament MVP awards. Jazzy was chosen to attend the University of Ottawa's Future Achievers week-long leadership forum for Indigenous students. Jazzy plans to attend the University of Winnipeg's kinesiology program next year to achieve her goal to become an athletic therapist. Jazzy says, "I believe that life's challenges should not dictate your future. You can achieve anything if you believe in yourself, work hard, and know when to ask for help. I hope to inspire more Indigenous girls to get involved in sport, as it has so many benefits, and I know I wouldn't be where I am today without it." Congratulations, Jazzy.
Hi. Hi. So, greetings from our family to yours. Greetings, What they said, congratulations to Jazzy Monias for being chosen as the 2022 recipient for the Athletic 2 Scholarship. The scholarship is from the Daniels family in honor of my sister, Melissa Daniels. Missy grew up with a love of sports. If she wasn't playing her guitar or cruising the trails on her bike, you would always find her at practice for one of the many teams that she played for.
Hi there, my name is Tyler Daniels. I'm coming to you from Calgary. I would like to congratulate you, Ms. Monias, for your academic achievement. You are a credit to your community, and I hope this MIYAA award can help you in whatever path you may take. Please keep up the good work.
Good evening, everyone. I am honored and grateful to be here tonight to accept the MIYAA Award for Athletic Achievement. Ever since I could walk, I have been obsessed with sports and have played on many teams. With my first Timbit soccer team at 2 years old, over the years I have participated in every sport I could, including soccer, cross country, track, softball, badminton, volleyball, and my favorite, basketball. Being a dyslexic Indigenous girl growing up in foster care has not always been easy. School has always been harder for me than most students. My self-esteem has always suffered, but sports has always been my oasis and safe place. It's giving me a healthy outlet and amazing friends, mentors, and role models. Sports have empowered me and helped me to see myself as strong and capable. I want to thank the Daniels family for sponsoring my award. I am deeply grateful to you and honored to be here. I'll also like to thank the organizers of this amazing event. Thank you to Mr. Shane Bostrom and my school, TechVoc, for nominating me. I also want to thank the many coaches that I have had over the years. They have taught me many things like determination, teamwork, and responsibility. I especially want to thank my junior high volleyball and basketball coach, Walter Crockford. He believed in me and helped me to believe in myself. He told me that hard work is even more important than talent. I also want to thank my foster mom, who is always there for me with encouragement and support. This award will help me reach my goals and my next step at the University of Winnipeg. I will be pursuing kinesiology in order to become athletic therapist. Through my work, I hope that one day I can inspire another young Indigenous girls to love sports and reap the benefits that I have. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Jose, for your speech. And now to our next award.
The next award is the Community Volunteerism Senior and Junior. The scholarship sponsor for these two awards is the Workers' Compensation Board of Manitoba. Tracy Shelton, Director of Communications from the Workers' Compensation Board of Manitoba, will share a message to the recipients of the Community Volunteerism Senior and Junior Awards.
The Senior Community Volunteer Award is presented to an individual between the ages of 20 and 24 who's demonstrated outstanding leadership and involvement in a voluntary capacity. This year's recipient is presented to Rose Fontaine, or the Rainbow Woman, from Saugeen First Nation in Winnipeg, nominated by Julie Delorme.
The next category is Community Volunteer Senior, and the recipient is Rose Fontaine, Rainbow Woman. Rose is 22 years old and Anishinaabe from Saugeen First Nation in the North End. She was nominated by Julie Delorme. Rose is a graduate of R.B. Russell, who has been a respected community volunteer for many years. She has done and continues to do this volunteer work while completing school, working, and supporting her family. Rose has a caring and calm spirit and a powerful voice and a passion for her people and her community. Rose's volunteerism has now led her to be promoted to Bear Clan Patrol Youth Patrol Coordinator and Female Lead Coordinator for the North End. Rose says, "My biggest role models are Indigenous women who display true strength, leadership, and resilience. I look up to Nahanni Fontaine, Bernadette Smith, Leah Gazan, and the amazing people that have supported me along my journey. I aspire to be like them one day. I want to show youth that you can do anything you set your mind to, and your story is not written out for you. You can choose where you want to go in life and who you will become." Congratulations, Rose.
Congratulations, Rose, on achieving the Community Volunteerism Award for the wonderful work you've done in the community and the commitment you've shown to making our city and our community a better place. My name is Tracy Shelton. I'm the Director of Communications and Public Relations for the Workers' Compensation Board of Manitoba and Safe Work. And on behalf of everyone on our team, we'd like to say a big congratulations to you on achieving this tremendous award. You have shown just what it's like to give back to the community and invest in the places we live to make it a better world for everyone. Congratulations, keep up the great work, and we look forward to seeing what you do next.
Bonjour, Annie, Rose Indigenous. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the other recipients of this award. Thank you to the Workers' Compensation Board of Manitoba for sponsoring my award. And thank you for the beautiful gifts from Valine Flatfoot and the Opikawawan Youth Leadership Group. Thank you to Julie and Justin for nominating me and being a big support to me. Even though they just met me not that long ago, I'm grateful for that. I'd also like to thank all the people who have supported me and gave me the opportunity to grow as a person. Thank you to my friends and family, and I'd also like to thank organizations that got me to where I am. All the people that supported me there. So for teachers from R.B. Russell High School, Manduki Mini Gonan Child Care Center, staff at CETA Pathways, the Manitoba Advocate for Children and Youth for always being there for me, and Bear Clan Patrol, and the Old Indian Métis Friendship Center. Miigwech.
Thank you, Rose, for your speech. And now to our next award.
The Junior Community Volunteer Award is presented to an individual between the ages of 16 to 19 who has demonstrated outstanding community leadership and involvement in a volunteer capacity. The 2021 recipient of this award is Kaden Lauren from Whale Cove, Nunavut, and Churchill, Manitoba, nominated by Kim Dudick, Murdoch McKay Collegiate, River East Transcona School Division.
The next category is Community Volunteer Junior, and the recipient is Kaden Lauren. Kaden is 18 years old and a Nanook from Whale Cove, Nunavut, and Churchill, Manitoba. Kaden was nominated by Kim Dudick from Murdoch-McKay Collegiate. Kaden is described by a past teacher as being a hard worker who remained on the honor roll while being involved in numerous volunteer capacities, including being part of the past selection committee for MIYAA, Take Pride Winnipeg, as well as the online Child Sexual Exploitation Project with the RCMP and Public Safety Canada, as well as numerous sports. Kaden's voice is a respected one with both his peers and outside councils. He sits on the youth councils for the Royal Canadian Mounted Police Youth Advisory Committee and the Manitoba Inuit Association Junior Board. Kaden is also the proud recipient of River East Transcona School Division's Mary Andre Humanitarian Award for outstanding contributions in both school and community settings. He has also received the Transcona Community Builder Scholarship, the Francis Kustner Scholarship, and the Nello Altamar MLA Scholarship. Kaden says, I see this as a lifelong continuous mission to continue to advocate for the needs of the Indigenous communities and volunteer my time to improving the livelihoods of all those within it. Gems cannot be polished without friction, nor a person perfected without trials. Seneca. I believe this is an extremely powerful message that embodies the fact that good things take time and continuous, diligent effort, even during the challenging times. I hope this message can inspire others to endure and embrace the difficult challenges life has brought before them, and to remain optimistic while doing so. If you fail at a given task, it is not failing if you've learned something from that experience. Congratulations, Kaden.
Congratulations, Kaden. My name is Tracy Shelton. I'm the Director of Communications and Public Relations for the Workers' Compensation Board of Manitoba and Safe Work. And on behalf of everyone on our team, I'd like to say a big congratulations to you for achieving the Community Volunteer Award. You have already shown just what it takes to build community and to help improve the places in which we live and work. Congratulations on your efforts. Thank you for being such a big part of your community. Keep up the great work, and we look forward to seeing what you do next. Congratulations again.
Good evening. I would like to commence my portion of the ceremony by taking a moment to acknowledge and thank any elders, chiefs, veterans, and other Indigenous community leaders who have joined us today to mark this special occasion. My name is Kaden Lauren. I am a registered Inuk of the Nunavut Agreement. My grandmother's family comes from a community called Whale Cove, where my great-grandfather was a whaler. They relocated to Wilson River on his trap line and then to Churchill, where they ultimately resided there until my grandmother moved to Winnipeg almost 40 years ago. I am currently a first-year student at the University of Winnipeg, pursuing a criminal justice degree. I will now proceed with thanking those who have helped guide me along the way in making tonight possible. I'd like to start by thanking those affiliated with both the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards and Pema Trails School Division for their support, facilitation, and contributions into making this ceremony what it is today, and offering opportunities like these to improve the lives of Indigenous youth. To the staff at Murdoch-McKay Collegiate, especially Kim Dudick, I am grateful for the nomination and the belief you have in me. To my family, I appreciate your continuous support throughout both my academic career and volunteer duties. And to my sponsor, the Workers' Compensation Board of Manitoba, thank you for your generous monetary contribution, as well as the blanket and beaded medallion artists for their beautiful work. As an Inuk, I am both honored and grateful that my work has been recognized, as well as the positive impact it has had. Lastly, to my grandmother, Grace Foisey Clark, I'd like to thank her for the guidance she offers and knowledge that has been passed down. I have been immersed in my culture through her teachings and storytelling. I greatly appreciate her generous gestures, which include the passing down of art pieces and soapstone carvings. Without her, I would not be where I am today in my journey of self-discovery. As we've all seen throughout this pandemic, the past 2 years have exposed many flaws and shortcomings within the current systems in place today, which has resulted in many people having difficulty navigating through these impending circumstances.
But despite what seems like daily negative-oriented news, it has also once again showcased to us the importance of community and sense of identity. That realization has allowed me to adopt an ideology that embodies small yet frequent contributions that compound over time. This is a lifelong journey of mine, and it is one that will not stop anytime soon.
Thank you, Kaden, for your speech, and now to our next award.
The next award category is Cultural Male and Female.
The first cultural award is presented to a young woman between the ages of 16 to 24 who has shown dedication to the preservation and understanding of Aboriginal culture or language. The 2021 recipient of this award is Chloe Talenko, who is Red River Métis, nominated by Dana Jansen, River East Transcona School Division.
The next category is Cultural Female, and the recipient is Chloe Talenko. Chloe is 16 years old and a Red River Métis from Winnipeg, Manitoba. She was nominated by Dana Jensen from the River East Transcona School Division. As a member of Murdoch McKay Collegiate's Indigenous academic group, Chloe spends time mentoring peers and staff to create beaded items for the school's first ever trading post event, raising money for the North Point Douglas Women's Centre. Chloe hopes to build on the strength of Métis cultures, looking for guidance from her role model, her grandfather, Elder Brian Norman, to share his knowledge and to guide her journey. Chloe says, "Know where your roots come from. Know where you are going. Stand tall and proud of who you are as an Indigenous person. We are the change makers. We can and we will change the future." Congratulations, Chloe.
Honorable Alan Lajimodier, Minister of Indigenous Reconciliation and Northern Relations, will share a message to the recipient of the Cultural Female Award.
Good evening, and thank you for inviting me to be part of this wonderful evening of celebration and recognition. My name is Dr. Alan Lajimodier, and I am the Minister for Manitoba's Indigenous Reconciliation and Northern Relations. I'd like to acknowledge that Manitoba is located on the treaty territories and ancestral lands of the Anishinaabe, the Anishinaabe, the Dakota-o-Yahweh, the Dene Sulene, and Nehethowak nations. Manitoba is located on the homeland of the Red River Métis, and northern Manitoba includes lands that were and are the ancestral lands of the Inuit. Tonight, I am pleased to recognize Chloe Talenko as the winner of the Female Cultural Award for her dedication to the preservation and understanding of Indigenous culture and language. Congratulations, Chloe. Your actions to educate and share Indigenous culture with your peers is an incredible example of the relationship building we can all engage in to foster reconciliation. Your work to mark the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation, to spread the message that every child matters, and to remember the children who did not return from residential schools is so important as we continue down the path of reconciliation. Your leadership has made you a positive role model to those around you, and you have provided the youth of tomorrow with a shining example of what it means to be a young Indigenous person, deeply connected to their culture. I'm continually encouraged by the youth of our province and the leadership they demonstrate to drive Manitoba forward and make it a better place for everyone. Chloe, you embody this leadership. Congratulations, Chloe, and to all the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Award nominees and recipients. Your leadership, accomplishments, and dedication to excellence is inspiring to see. Each and every one of you have contributed to making our province and our country a better place for all, and I thank you for that. Thank you, congratulations, and I wish you all success in the future.
Hello everyone, I am Chloe Talenko and I'm a proud descendant of the Red River Métis. I am truly humbled and honored to receive this year's Female Culture Award. I would also first like to thank my elders, specifically my grandfather, Métis Elder Brian Normand, for passing down teachings and beliefs to me. I would also like to thank my many family members for instilling resilience within me, as well as love, guidance, and support throughout my life journey so far. I would also like to thank Minister Lajemontier and the Department of Indigenous Reconciliation and Northern Relations for sponsoring this award. Manitoba Indigenous Relations aim to focus on the well-being of Indigenous communities by closing the gap of barriers our people face. I also would like to express my gratitude to my nominator, Ms. Dana Jansen, as well as Ms. Kimberly Dudek, for being exemplar teachers and role models. Being given this award has meant a lot to me, as I believe it is important to pass down beliefs and teachings of my elders while passing down my Métis heritage with others, as I appreciate that I am able to share my passion of Indigenous being with family and peers. As a young Métis woman, I truly believe that our generation are the future change makers. We will continue to question, we will continue to listen, continue to learn, and advocate for our people. Last but not least, I would like to thank Pembina School Division for hosting the MIYAA Awards, Valine Flatfoot for the stunning medallion, as well as this beautiful star blanket sewn by the Opakawawan Youth Leadership Group. Congratulations to all the other recipients. Marcy Chi McWitch, thank you.
Thank you, Chloe, for your speech. And now to our next award.
Presenting the Male Cultural Scholarship from New Directions is Dr. Jennifer Frayne, CEO, New Directions. New Directions is proud to sponsor this award to a young man who lives a good life and is a role model to others.
The second cultural award is presented to an individual young man between the ages of 16 to 24 who has shown dedication to the preservation and understanding of Aboriginal culture and language. This year's award goes to Carlos Garcia from Wewe-Sigapo First Nation, nominated by Kate Classe, Minogijagat, Louis Riel School Division.
The next category is Cultural Male, and the recipient is Carlos Garcia. Carlos is 17 years old and an Anishinaabe from Wewe-Sigapo. He was nominated by Kate Classe, Minogijagat, Louis Riel School Division. Carlos has been an active participant in Louis Riel School Division's Indigenous Youth Leadership since grade 9. He attends monthly meetings with the Divisional Knowledge Keeper and is helping to plan and implement a Divisional Youth Summit to learn about Indigenous enrichment. Carlos is part of the ECHO program and shares his cultural knowledge as an Anishinaabe man with his peers, dances in the divisional powwows, and teaches grass dancing once a week to students at Hastings Elementary School. Carlos completed the Bald Eagle program in the summer of 2021 and is a starting player with Dakota High School's varsity football team. Carlos says, "My passion is to be active within my community and share my knowledge with younger children because not all Indigenous youth get the opportunity to experience their culture. Without the support of my high school community, I wouldn't be where I am today. Having Indigenous role models is important for youth to know that they can reach their goals." Congratulations, Carlos.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jennifer Frayne. I'm the CEO of New Directions for Children, Youth, Adults, and Families. New Directions is pleased to sponsor an award category at the Aboriginal Youth Achievement Awards, and the award category we're sponsoring is Cultural Male. We're also very pleased that the award winner this year, Carlos Garcia, is known to us as he was the 2019 Opikiwewin Brave representing New Directions in the powwow circuit. Carlos, thanks to Louis Riel School Division for nominating you, as you are a wonderful young man with a very promising future. We wish you the very best as you go forward, to you and your family.
Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Carlos Garcia. I'm from Wewe-Sigapo First Nation. I would like to say thank you to the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Award community for accepting my application and considering me for this award. I am so honored to be receiving this Male Cultural Award today. I started grass dancing at a young age. It was not only freeing for myself, but I enjoyed the joy that it brought to others. I want to continue to share this joy with younger generations. Because of this, I became actively part of the powwow club and the Louis Riel School Division and shared my knowledge with the youth at Hastings Middle School. I felt that it was important for me to share my gifts with people in my community. Thank you to my teachers at Dakota Collegiate for recognizing my strengths and encouraging me to apply for this award. My time at Dakota has offered me an opportunity to engage in Indigenous enrichment in many ways, one of which has been participating in the Indigenous Youth Leadership Program. I would like to give a special thanks to my mom. She's been my main supporter, and she's the reason why I've been able to accomplish these things that I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos, for your speech.
Elders, youth, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in congratulating the 2021 recipients of the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards. It has been a great honor to host this evening's virtual event. We now ask Helen Robinson-Satie and Darlene Daniels, co-chairs of the Manitoba Indigenous Youth Achievement Awards, to present closing remarks and closing ceremonies by Elder Dan Thomas.
Thank you, Robin and Weston, for being awesome masters of ceremony. Your enthusiasm and spirit is admired, and we appreciate the time you have taken to MC the virtual evenings.
We would like to say congratulations to the recipients and thank you to all who watched the virtual celebration this evening. There are many people who worked hard to make this event a success, and we appreciate all their support.
Elder Dan Thomas will sing the honor song for the recipients to honor their accomplishments and to wish them all the more success in their future endeavors. He will also close the evening with a closing prayer. Miigwech, everyone.
Gigituyan squat tibikung. Gitchimi gwet away sema. Hagishamanido odu tapuna na sema nangum tibikung. Our Creator, we ask you to accept this tobacco that was offered for this evening. At the end of this evening, we want to give thanks for all that has taken place. We want to give thanks for all that we have seen and all that we have eaten, all that we have drank. We want to say miigwech for all of the young people who were given awards here. We also want to say thanks for all of those who are working hard but who have not been selected to do this. We want to give thanks for all of our young people for their good road that leads to knowledge and wisdom. We ask that they might walk that road in a good way, gently, firmly, and completely. Grandfather, we want to think about all of our people at this time and ask that they might have a good rest tonight, that they might find themselves safe and refreshed in the morning. In this way, we want to give thanks for all that has taken place, all that is yet to be tonight, Grandfather. Miigwech, thank you.